to the animal that they said exempt about it.
You may be seated. It's okay. Yeah, he's right, but I got one case. No, it's okay. It's all right. Court does call the case. Sarika Harak versus Kingsley. Counsel, please state your names.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Andrew Babbitt on behalf of the plaintiff who is appearing here tonight.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brianna Kingsley, appearing for myself.
All right. And folks, this date and time set for trial. Where are we on this
We
case?
had some preliminary discussions, Your Honor, and I think we may have been able to reach a settlement here at the last moment.
Great.
There is, as the court knows, the lease expired April 30th.
Yes.
Defendant has not vacated yet, though she signaled that she is ready to vacate and will be able to turn the keys over today.
Today? Okay.
We have, and this is where we still may need to speak, and I can do it on the record, I think, because what was discussed, there's $7,571.29 owed in rent based.
7,000.
$571.29
Okay.
would be the rent, including prorated portions of that. There is, to my knowledge, $2,939.98 in escrow, the last escrow payment being March's escrow. I don't believe that an escrow payment was made after March 1st, right? Correct.
That's right.
So
And you demand.
I confirm with the court this morning on those balances. My understanding is that the offer presented would have an exchange of the keys as of 5 o'clock today, a release of escrow to my client as of today, with escrow or releasing the escrows. And obviously we would ask then for an adjournment in case I need to move for a writ if that's not complied with today.
Okay. Ms. Kingsley, is that some and substance of?
Yes, I agree with the way he's presented it. Just now, we've had discussions today about settlement here.
Okay.
And so I had shared with them that I have fully cleaned the apartment.
Okay.
It's cleaner than when I got it. Everything's in good condition. And I just have a couple personal things in the unit still that, as he stated, by the end of the day, 5 o'clock, I can have all my personal property out, clothes and stuff, and hand the keys over. And I have secured an apartment in Ypsilanti. The lease starts on the 17th. So my current plan is to be living in my car so that I can do the right thing and vacate. I have done my best, and I agree that if they will forgive the past due balance that exceeds the escrow, I think we can have a settlement and avoid this part of the journey.
You were listening.
I was listening, sir. And I agree with you. It has been quite a journey, and I just want to say thank you to the court for your patience with me, because I feel like I have grown quite a bit, and the end isn't.
You wanted to yell at me. That's okay. You did a couple times. That's all right. I'm that thick
I
skin.
don't want to yell at you today, sir.
Okay. All right.
Is that fair?
I'll take that. All right.
Just to
Yes, sir.
button up details, we would just ask what we would do so there's no issues with exchanges or anything. The keys would be placed in the mailbox at 5 o'clock. That way there's not a formal exchange as far as people interacting. My client will have the locks changed this afternoon. I just want to put that on the record. I don't want to be back here. I don't want any more.
I don't either.
I don't need to be on YouTube further.
You've gone higher a couple times.
I'm over it.
All right. I'm over it.
I'm over it as well.
All right.
And
Go ahead.
so I feel like perhaps if we did move forward with the bench trial here today, but as you mentioned earlier, I think I'll win, and everyone thinks so win. 50-50 odds are pretty good. But in the interest of doing the right thing, as I see it, I have been working diligently to clean out the unit. It's in good condition. I wonder if we should do a walkthrough together if that would be better.
I don't advise it.
Don't advise that. I'm okay with putting the key in the mailbox at 5 p.m. tonight. The unit will be vacated and we can all move on with our lives.
Okay, so actually this is relatively simple. So, and
I would also, if I may, Your Honor,
yes,
just reference that I did make every attempt to get funding for the back due balance through MISHTA, through SOS, and as was previously shared with the court, I did get approved. And my understanding was there was a communication with Mitch, Miss Zora Carrick's husband, and who declined the funds. So with all that in consideration, we are at the point where I think we can settle and avoid.
Your Honor, I don't think I'm building a record here, but just for the sake of this, the court is aware, as the court knows, SOS wouldn't provide funding without either an extension of the lease.
correct.
Or a continuation of the lease, which my client did refuse to do. So that was the reason funding.
And if I may respond to that, Your Honor.
Are we building a record on something?
No, go ahead.
Let's just move forward.
Yes, let's do
Yes,
that.
sir.
All right.
Your Honor, just to be clear as well, will the court prepare an escrow order? Or do I need to prepare that?
You would need to prepare it. So here's what the way I'd like to do this. So what I'm going to do actually is just for technical purposes here, with an understanding that we won't be going to trial. I'm going to adjourn it out 1 week to the 14th.
Is it possible to do 2 weeks because my move-in date at the apartment?
Well, no. Just listen, I don't need
To read.
for the parties to appear.
I see.
The agreement, as the court understands it, is that defendant will be turning the keys over to plaintiff today.
Mailbox.
Right. That escrow will be released to the plaintiff. I'm going to put the release date on that escrow of May 14th, which is 1 week out. Okay. And then claims and counterclaims in excess of that are dismissed with prejudice. Okay. Now, let's say, and I would expect that it doesn't, but everything just falls apart for whatever reason, then I would expect the parties here on the 14th at 9. But if everything works out and I don't see you guys, I will assume that that will be the end of it.
So it wouldn't be necessary to appear as long as I comply with the settlement and they get the key.
Exactly. And really the only thing you need to do is be out. They can change the locks. That's really your part. We'll get the escrow to you after I'm sure that everything is completed.
Your Honor, would you like me to wait to file a dismissal to the escrow is released at that point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can't file a dismissal to the lease at the 15th.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Ms. Kingsley, if you would, if you don't do email, if you would text me when the keys are in the mailbox. I know you communicated with my office by text.
Yes.
So if you could just text my assistant.
Mary,
Yes.
yeah, I will text Mary.
Well, will we be, okay. One thing that I would offer, although I don't like to do it, but for you guys, if you could have the keys by 4, you can turn them into the court in an envelope. And then that way I know
It would
that.
be, I think, we're gonna have the locks changed anyway. This won't-
No, I know, but that way the keys being there,
And then recorded that I turn them at the court.
if you can do it by 4, we close at 4.
I think putting the key in the mailbox at 5.
That'll work? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm just trying to make sure everything gets
I appreciate that.
accomplished. All right. Thank you folks for working it out. I do appreciate it very much.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. All right. Take
And
care.
helping me grow through the journey. 'Cause I
And-
feel like I have. 6
Ms. Kingsley, what is the
This is Mr. Puddles. He's my service animal.
Mr. Puddles? Okay.
He's friendly if you'd like to meet him.
Well, no, that's okay. I just, yeah, every time you're here,
Yes.
the dog's here, Mr. Puddles is here, and he was never introduced. Never got to put his appearance on the record. No, and I don't know.
He's so quiet. He's well behaved for a Pomeranian.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, he's named after Puddles clown out of Detroit, Puddles Pity Party. He dresses up as a clown and sings sad rock songs.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's a palm.
He's a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
because the first time I saw him, I'm thinking, it looks like a Pomeranian. I couldn't really tell. And I'm
Some
thinking,
people online thought it was a cat, and the comments, they say never read the comments, but my favorite was, he's a dog that identifies as a cat. I laughed pretty hard about that.
that was pretty good. But no, I was thinking that the one time I saw it, I said, yeah, that dog's gonna at some point, because
Put him on the record.
they had their own thought process about things.
Oh, I agree.
And I'm thinking that dog you sit there really calm and then
Goes fast.
and nobody you know. All right.
No time for tantrums.
There you go. That's right. All righty. You
Complete?
yes, we are. Take care.
Oh, there.
And then,
Wait, not here.
that it for us?
That's it for this courtroom.